Hey guys, I'm here with Steve, creative director from Volition. Hi Steve, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, sir. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So we're going to talk about Saints Row 4.
Absolutely.
So it's been, what, 2 years since Saints Row 3?
Yes, it has. We started working on Saints Row 4 about 2 months before Saints Row 3 came out. So we've been working on it for a long time, and I'm really, really excited with how it came out. It's coming together really, really nicely.
So the first game we had the protagonist, or the leader of the Saints. Well, at the time he wasn't the leader, but now he went from street thug to leader to the President of the United States. How does that happen?
Well, you skipped the pop culture icon step, so it's gang member, gang leader, icon. Yes. Now he's the President of the United States. Yeah. So that's our standard trajectory. It's perfectly logical. It's the American dream.
So I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Saints Row 5, is he a god?
No spoilers.
Okay. I just want to ask a little bit about character customization because the third game lacked just a little bit from 2, like the way you can walk, a little facial things, some small things like that, and some clothing options. I'm wondering what that's going to be like in the fourth game.
Okay, so one of the things that's important to understand, the reason that happened was because Saints Row 3 was done on an entirely different engine. And so the reason why like layering clothes are an option is that the way that Saints Row 2 operated was that everyone had like the same skeleton, so guys and girls all had the exact same thing. Whereas what we really wanted was to make our animation look better, and so we wanted to have our women have women's skeletons, our men to have male skeletons, and as a result we couldn't go and have every item go and be drag drop for each other like we used to. So because we wanted to have better animations and unique animations, and then we wanted to have better asset fidelity by making it look a little prettier, we had to go and bake in those assets on PEDs. So rather than just creating, it used to be create one piece of clothing, and then anyone could go and use it for the player. Whereas now every single piece of clothing that you see made in the game is like handcrafted to be used for the player to wear, and so we couldn't necessarily have that same amount that we used to do. So Saints Row 4 is an extension, it's going past what we had in Saints Row 3. But like layering's not coming back. It's still going to be outfits. We have more outfits that you have available for, more clothing options. You can go and change the pitch of your voice, which is really, really fun.
I'm excited for that. That sounds good.
And you can go and customize, the look of your weapons, which you never could go and do before. And so that's kind of where we put our emphasis.
Okay. I was wondering, how do you balance like absurdity in the story and gameplay, but then give the player give time so they can get into the game and the pacing, so it's not like here's everything and then they just feel like I guess I don't want to say bored, but they get used to certain elements too fast because they're introduced too early. How do you balance that through the course of the game?
We actually design takes pacing very seriously. We have a pacing loop that we kind of go and look at, and we use that as a way to guide even like both on small levels, like within a mission, is the pacing working out the way we want, but also on a larger level, like when are we introducing things? What is that experience like? How do we go and constantly give the player something new to go and have? And I think one of the things that Saints Row 4 is really successful at is that we're constantly giving the player more feedback and more things for them to go after. There's always another goal for them to go and achieve, another object to go and find, another power to unlock, another thing that you want to go and be able to customize a little bit more. And so we're always trying to have a steady roll of content for the player to go and find. Like, open world-wise, it blows away anything we've ever done in the Saints Row franchise. There is more, I think, anything in Volition, really. Like, we've never had more open world content than we've had in Saints Row 4.
How does the alien invasion affect the vertical gameplay that we saw?
Well, the aliens are important because we want to give you superpowers, and you need to have a villain that is worthy of it. And so one of the things that we wanted to make sure that we could do is like, gang members, what are they going to do against a guy who's super jumping away, right? What are they going to go and do with the guy who's freezing people? But all of a sudden you throw aliens in the mix. Now it's like, okay, you jump on top of a building, but now we can go and give, aliens craft to go and like fly up around to go and attack you, or we have those little portals that you saw them coming out of. Those can go and move, so even if you jump up to a rooftop, it can appear above you, so then more people fly down. So no matter where you go, combat can continue to go and happen. So in this way, like, the location of the fights constantly changes as a result of the alien invasion. So like, you're fighting on rooftops, you're fighting on the ground, you have lots of different options.
Where did you get inspiration from to add like all these new elements in the story?
At Volition, Saints Row is kind of guided by two main theories. One is fun trumps all, and the second one is embrace the crazy. Yes. And so when you throw those two together, you want to go bigger than we came before, and what do we think we can go and add, and that can make it feel unique. And like superpowers became the answer. It's like once you throw in superpowers, like you can go and take that same city, you make changes in it, but then the way you experience it is so different because now you're experiencing it in a very different way. And so the way that like we're guided at our studio by the player experience. It's very important to us. We just want to know what the player. We have a goal that we want our player to feel, and then we make choices that drive that forward. And so that's kind of how we got to that thing. We wanted people to feel like a super-powered badass. We wanted them to feel powerful and they could go and do anything, and that they didn't feel like a scrub, right? Like they're not. Like it's one of those things. There's other games where it's like you wait to get the toys until the end of the game. We give you the toys up front because you want to go and play, have some fun. And so it's all about empowering the player, and that's how we got the superpowers.
And this is the last question. I just wanted to know, because a lot of fans of the series were really upset about the last game when one character disappeared for a bit. So I just want to know, why are you fronting for Johnny Gat's totally still alive? Sorry.
That's the best question ever.
Thank you.
Well, there we go. PR shrug.
Well, we'll find out one day if Johnny Gat is still alive.
August 20th.
August 20th, Saints Row the 4th. The 4th. Saints Row 4 comes out August 20th on Xbox 360 and PS3. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
Wipe
sir.
my hand.